Thank you for joining me today. I'm Kimber. I'm the program manager in Colorado Springs. A couple of reminders as you guys get up out of your chairs. We have some team notifications update. If you're not getting teams notifications, we always put equipment in before class. So if you're not getting those, let me know and I can add you or have the instructor add you to the right chat. Our Cookie Demo Holiday Series wrapped up last week, so make sure you watch the recordings if you missed those. They were really good. Healthy Holidays is happening now. It's not too late to sign up. That one has a lot of educational webinars, check-ins, all the things, so you don't want to miss that. And then our fun run is happening this week and next week, so you can do it on your own, on site with colleagues, and then you'll submit your time for prizes. All right, we're going to get started with our 10-minute stretch break with some ankle rolls. So I want you to stand with your feet hip distance apart. You're going to take your right leg, lift it, and roll that ankle. I want you to be aware of rolling and isolating the movement in that ankle joint so the rest of your leg isn't moving, and you're actively moving that foot with your shin and calf muscles. If you need some extra balance, you can hold onto a wall. You can put your arms out. Go ahead and reverse. If you want that extra balance challenge right off the bat, you just kind of hang out in midair. Go ahead and switch. Left foot up. Roll that ankle. Actively moving through the shin, the calf. You can choose which range of motion. You can decrease it if you're feeling some discomfort in the ankle joint. Go ahead and reverse. Good. And rest, shake it out. We're going to come to calf raises. So again, if you want a stable surface, you can hold on to something, but I want you to lift up on your toes and lower down with control. So from the side, I want you to notice that when I lift up, I go straight up and I come straight down rather than rocking forward and back. So I want you to really find that control in both directions, coming straight up, pulling through the entire leg, and then controlling on the way down rather than slamming the heels. Lift and lower. If you find that you're having a hard time with balance, that's okay. That's why we're practicing. And even that practice, even if you're kind of wobbling all over the place, is still strengthening the stabilizer. So don't be discouraged in that. Last one. And then we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to rock back on our heels and lift our toes and come down. So same rules apply. You're not kind of leaning or hinging at your hips. You want to try to keep everything nice and straight. Lift the toes and lower. This one can be really helpful to hold on to something. Our goal here is to activate the shins, not necessarily find your balance. But I want you to find that control all the same. Good work. We have 3 more here. One more. And relax. Shake those legs out. And then I want you to come hip distance apart with the feet, really parallel. And I want you to send your arms up overhead. So you're here, and I want you to do a chair squat. So hips go back, knees bend, and you come straight up. And I want you to focus on knees tracking the toes, and then your arms staying in line with the ears. So a lot of times when we squat, our mobility will tend to make our shoulders or our arms fall forward. I want you to do your best to keep your arms up, challenge that mobility, decrease the range of motion with your squat if you need. We're activating all the muscles needed for our balance challenge at the end of class. Let's do 2 more here. Last one. Go ahead and lower those arms. We're going to come into some lateral lifts. So we just activated the glute max. Now we're going to activate the glute med, the lateral hip. So I want you to shift your weight to your left leg. Right leg is going to lift and lower. So that standing leg can be slightly bent. I know you can't see that, but I have a slight bend in my knee rather than locking it out. And then the rest of my body stays really stable. So we're isolating that movement in the outer hip. It can be helpful to put your arms out here. I like to have mine in the center. Whatever works best for you. Keeping that foot parallel, so toes pointed forward. For 2 more. Right leg comes back to the ground. Left leg is going to lift, so out to the side and back. Now, if you want more of a challenge, you're going to hover that foot at the bottom. If you need to, you're just going to reset. So tap and repeat. Either way, you're challenging your balance. So just do what your body needs today. My glutes are already burning and I'm getting sweaty. Last one here. And rest, shake that out. All right, we're going to start with a nice slow march, and then we're going to build on this to our balance challenge. So I want you to take your right leg, you're going to lift it up, and then switch. So we're moving with control and moving slowly, but we're not holding at the top. I want you to really focus on just trying to get that knee in line with the hip when you lift it. So that takes mobility. You're going to want to round forward, but I want you to try to keep your chest up nice and straight, nice and tall. And then while we march, we don't want to sink into one hip and then the other. We want to stay nice and strong in our legs. Stand tall. Now we're going to reverse it and come into butt kicks. So we're taking our heel to our glute. Same thing here. I want you to control. This one's going to be a little quicker, but with that momentum, sometimes it can throw your balance off. Opening up the front of the legs here, activating the hamstrings. And rest. All right, for our balance challenge, we're going to take that march and we're going to add on. So at any time, you can just stick with that march. So you're going to come here and just kind of hold for 3 seconds and then switch. That's going to be your first option. The other, or the more advanced option, is going to be just pick that right leg up into that same march, but then I want you to take it out to the side. We're going to rotate it back so my knee stays bent, and then come down. So we're coming from that march basically into that butt kick and then back down, which is going to take a lot of stability with that movement. So hands can be wherever is most helpful. Right knee comes up, take it out, rotate it internally so my heel goes back, knee stays bent as I come around and down. I'll show you from the side too. This is a controlled hip rotation, so it's really working those deep hip muscles. So sometimes you can feel some cramping in there, which is normal. Rotate around and down. Let's do 2 more on this side before we switch. Remember, as a modification, you just stick with that march lift, holding there and then coming back down. Now we're going to switch. So left leg, this could feel completely different, so just be mindful. Left leg comes up, take it out to the side, internal rotation as you come around and down. Lift, out to the side, rotate, knee stays bent, and come down. Good. Take it back. If you need to decrease that range of motion, maybe you have some discomfort in the hip, that's okay. Make it work for you. We have 2 more on this side. Find a spot to focus on if you need. Rotate and down. Go ahead and shake it out. That is all we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you back here after the break.
Thank you. Happy
You
Thanksgiving.
too. Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Happy